Hello guys, I decayed out of Master while I was at my girlfriend's house, so I've been playing on my main again, got back into Master, and this is a game from my Masters promos that I played off stream, playing against Riven. I think it's a really good game for showing how to play the Riven matchup, especially in the early game. Nasus, I think, is a really good pick into Riven. I think he's a counter pick into her. As soon as you reach level 6, she can basically never kill you again. And you just outscale for the rest of the game. But levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are pretty difficult to navigate, and I'll show you how. So first things first, you want to stand on top of your caster creeps. This is really important in this matchup. This does two things. If she trades with you, one, you trade back fairly evenly because your caster creeps hit her, and two, if she trades in your creeps, her Q will make the wave push because her Q will damage your caster creeps. So you'll see that pretty much the entire time I'm stood on these creeps in the early game, and that gives me a lot more freedom than I would have otherwise. So here I'm stood on my caster creeps again. Like now that that wave's dead, I'm going for the next wave. I hit 2 first. I'm going to walk onto my casters. She doesn't commit to the trade, which is good by her. If she commits to it, she's going to take too much damage from minions and end up low. I'm just Eing on the cooldown with my mana. I actually missed it there. I wanted to get my mana flow banned, but early game you want to be Eing on the cooldown of your mana flow band and popping it like that. So the wave's pushing back into me now. There weren't enough minions for it to keep pushing into her. I'm going to drop a ward because I have no idea where Hecarim is. And now I'm just going to let this wave come to me. She's stronger than me right now. So I'm going to E off to the side here. So again, something that you'll see in a lot of my videos is Eing off to the side so that it doesn't hit extra minions that you don't want it to hit. I'm probably going to do it again here for this cannon. Yeah, see, it doesn't hit these caster creeps at the back. She's going to trade into me. I'm just going to Q her on the way back out. Boom. Gets me a mana flow and a Scorch. Your Q procs Scorch, by the way, if you didn't know that. So it's nice if you don't land the E on them. You can still get that extra bit of damage. This wave's still coming to me. She's running Ignite as well, and I'm running TP. So that's something we can look to leverage. Just walking into XP range here. I'm not going to walk up. Like, when the wave is coming to me, you'll notice in a lot of these guides I'm extremely passive. And that's because I know that I have this inevitability of, like, there's no way she can deny me these groups. The only way she can is if I walk up to try to last hit them and she kills me, but the wave's coming to me, so I don't need to do that. The only time I ever walk up is if the wave is pushing away from me and I have to do something about it. But here, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to CS these creeps. Riven's going to base. It's a good base for her. This is, like, ideal situation for Riven. Hopefully I don't miss too many of these. I only missed one there. That's really nice. So yeah, I'm down 1 CS, but now the wave is pushing away from me, so I need to do something about that. So there's 2 things I can do. I'm going to take this wave, and then when she comes back... oh, that's unfortunate. This is why we go the Dark Seal, by the way. If you don't go Dark Seal at level 5, your E will still do that to them, and it's really annoying. But the Dark Seal or the Amp Tome helps. So yeah, if I feel like I can fight her, which I'm going to try and trade with her, this wave's still pushing away from me, and now she can kill me with Ignite. But I did get a good amount of damage on her, so I'm just going to base TP. I'm going to stay in XP range for that creep before I do. She's going to try and stop me. That's okay. I'm going to base, I'm going to TP back. I'm going to have full health and mana, and she's down health. She's going to have an XP lead, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's the early game against Riven. What are we buying? I'm buying Boots, Cloth Armor, Mana Crystal. I'm actually skipping the Dark Seal because... Why am I skipping the Dark Seal? I must have not had enough gold to get it. I could have got it instead of Mana Crystal, but I think Mana Crystal is probably more important. Okay, this... because she hit my creeps there when she traded with... Oh, never mind. I was going to say the wave would push into me, which it would, but I killed it. She's igniting me. She's not going to kill me here. No way. I'm trading back on her. Yeah, now she's really low, and I'm drinking 2 pots, so I'm going to be full HP. All I have to do now is not die here, like not get flashed on with ult. She could flash on me, so I'm staying outside of her flash range. And then I'm going to freeze this, I think. I would always freeze this, so let's see if I do that. Yep, drag it in and out of the bush. Freezing the wave. And now Riven's going to miss some creeps, and I'm going to equalize the XP gap that she generated. I might even pull ahead in XP here, and you can see that I'm even in CS. Like, after I kill these creeps, I'm actually going to be slightly ahead, probably. Where am I going? I'm missing CS. Oh, I'm trying to ward this bush so that I don't get lane ganked by Hecarim or something. And I can also see Riven if she's sat in the bush trying to just leech XP. Yeah, Riven dropped an entire wave for that recall, which is very, very good for me. I'm now ahead in XP and CS. And I'm getting some nice stacks. I have 60 stacks at 6 minutes. Not bad at all. So now Riven's going to come and try and break this freeze. She does E my E. If Riven ever wastes the E, that's when you want to E her. But there I was Eing for creeps as well. But I'm extremely safe right now. I'm going to try and kill this creep quick. Nice, yeah, because I killed it before my minions got to it. This is something I talk about a lot. Because I killed it before my minions got to it, it creates a neutral wave. And a neutral wave on a cannon wave you can actually base on, and you won't miss much. Whereas if I didn't kill it, it would be pushing into her, and that's obviously not ideal. But I get my cooldown boots now. They'll help me get back faster, but they'll help me space her, they'll help me E her more often, get more Q stacks. Cooldown boots, really, really good on Nasus. Buy them every single game. Hecarim's on our top side right now, but Sedge is going for a bot side play, as long as I don't make myself gankable. So this wave is on my tower, so I got cannon XP, and I got XP off of that melee creep, so I think I just missed 2 melee creeps of XP. And Riven's now moving to her... Well, these minions are really awkward health. Yeah, I get that one. Okay, yeah, so I don't see where Riven is. I know there's a pink ward there. I think she just based, so I'm going to go and drag the wave. This is another tip you can do to make the wave push into you. If you don't have time to push the wave into the turret, which I don't, Riven I think can get back, or she can stick around and not base, then you drag it, and it sets it into a slow push into you anyway. So now this wave is slow pushing into me. I'm going to go and clear this control ward so I can actually see if Hecarim comes. And yeah, I'm through the hardest part of the game now. Like, the rest of the game's pretty much smooth sailing for me. I'm just going to chill, let this wave come into me, as I have been doing. She's pretty good at Eing my E. Me and the Riven in this game, we were both in our Masters promos, so it's pretty hype. It's like whoever wins is like one game closer to Masters. It was the first game of my promos. I don't know how many in she was, but she was Diamond 1 100 LP, so she was definitely in the promos. But Riven, obviously requiring a lot of snowballing. Nasus has that inevitability of just being an absolute beast. So this game looking really good for me. I will probably want to try to delete this wave before the next one comes so that I can force a neutral wave, and that's why I'm going to E. I missed a stack on the cannon, which is unfortunate. But I get that one. And I'll probably stack the... Yeah, I'll stack this caster creep. Bonk. And now it's a neutral wave. And because Riven's not here, I can do one better than a neutral wave. I can drag it again. And this will now slow push into me again. So now I have another wave that's just going to stack and slow push into me, and then I'll collect it at my turret. And you can see that like wave control is really, really important in these matchups where you just want to get through the early game. The E actually hits her before she shields. That's good. Grab another creep and just let this wave come to me. And Hecarim's topside right now, but because I'm just letting this wave come to me, there's no way he can ever kill me. And because I'm not trading with Riven, except when I've got Bone Plate, I might walk up. But yeah, because I'm not trading with her, my health is never low enough for me to get dove. It's really hard to dive Nasus anyway, with Wither and his ult and his armor shred making turrets hit harder. Here, we're going for a Herald fight, which I have to join, so I'm going to Ghost just to keep Riven out. Because if Riven doesn't run there, I kill her. Nasus with Ghost after level 6 actually kills Riven. I'm kind of sad that I had to use my Ghost to stop her going to the Herald fight, but Riven can very easily pick up a load of kills at Herald fights like that, so that's my thought process there, is just keep her out. Make sure that she's not in it. And obviously the wave, much better for me than it is for her. Still coming into me. I'm ahead in CS, I'm ahead in XP. Actually, yeah, she only just hit level 9, but you can see I'm already like 15% through level 9, 20% now, and I have another 6 minions to kill as well, so I'm massively ahead so far. And yeah, I mean, my team are winning, so all I have to do to win the game is not give any window for Riven to get ahead. He actually jumps in on me, but I know that I've already outscaled her. She's dead to the next Q. Bonk. Dead. And now it's really doomed for Riven. She's not running TP, so I know that there's no way she can come back to lane, so I might take the next wave. Am I not taking this? I guess I'm not. Probably because I don't know where Hecarim is. I can see that Sedge is going for this bot dive and we have vision around their bot side, but we don't see Hecarim there, so I don't want to give Hecarim a free kill. Like, we're winning so hard, I just want to avoid mistakes. And the best way to do that is base when you're low. It would be really nice if I took another wave. It would have denied Riven even more creeps. Like, she would have lost 6 more CS, or 7, because it was a cannon wave. It would have just died to the turret. But it's a neutral wave when I get back, so I'm chilling. The Nasus buff's really nice, by the way. You'll notice that mid to late game, if you're playing Nasus, your ult feels like it's always up. It's really nice. Once I get this next level up and I'm level 11, Riven will struggle to ever find all-in windows on me, because she needs to all-in me when my ult's down, but it's just never down anymore. You can see I'm not Eing her. Now, if she E'd, she E'd, so now I might E her, but I'm not in range. But if I was in range, I would E her. That's a big part of this matchup, is like, does she have E? So right now she has E. See if she ever uses it. And I'm like, I don't know if you can tell by my movement, but I'm kind of trying to make her think I'm going to E her by stepping towards it. There she E'd, so I'm going to E her. Boom. And that's just some free damage, and that'll stick on her because she doesn't have Hydra yet, or Go Drinker, whichever she rushes. I'm pinging that Riven's missing. I have a freeze, but as soon as I know that Riven commits to the roam, I'm going to push it. So yeah, I see her now. So now I should push this really hard. Bonk. There you go. And the reason for this is that she's roamed, so I'm going to make her miss creeps. Stack the cannon, of course. And now Riven wants to walk through this tri-bush to get her wave, right? Her wave's on the turret. I'm not going to let her do that. This is one thing that I don't see people do enough, is when the enemy roams, you don't let them back to lane to get their wave, right? I just took like 90% of her health. I'm going to E her again, and now she's incredibly low. And I'm full health, and I'm just going to keep the pressure on her. And force her to recall and miss even more creeps. Take a plate. And now that I know she's basing, what am I going to do? I'm going to proxy the wave, and then I'm going to base. And then I'm going to come back to a wave that's pushing into me. While she doesn't get the wave. Because it's going to die to her turret. You see the wave's about to hit her turret. And she's not in lane, so it's just going to die to her turret. And I've now got like a 30 CS lead. And this is all just from fundamentals and wave control. So standard build, doing the Glacial Buckler into the Trinity Force. Got the Sheen now with 180 stacks at 14 minutes. I am powerful. So Riven can't really do a lot to me. But most of what I wanted to show in this video I've already shown. There's not a lot Riven can do in this matchup. As long as you don't get cheesed and you respect the fact that she can flash ignite on you. Primarily when your bone plating is down. You want to be playing around your bone plating. So this is pushing into her. Did she drag it? She must have dragged it. It's a proxied, so it should have been neutral.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So yeah, we'll go a little bit longer. Probably not going to show... I might show the entire game, actually. Not too much is going to happen, but can show how to play when you're this far ahead. So I am obviously way stronger than Riven right now, so I'm looking to extend this lead. Like, look at that damage! There's nothing she can do. Now, unfortunately, Hecarim is here. I see him. I'm gonna... Well, I know I can win this 1v2, but Ryze is coming. As soon as I see Ryze, I'm probably gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna ghost and run away. So now they have to flash Ryze on me, and Lux comes. So they sent 4 people top. They used Ryze flash, they used Riven ignite, they used Hecarim ult. Like, they really committed a lot to kill me there, and that's fine. Because Ryze is kind of their only win condition right now. He now doesn't have flash. I don't mind that too much. Not really expecting 4 people to turn up at 15 minutes, but they're very behind and they're making desperate plays. Now, where am I going to go from base here? I'm going to go bot. I'm actually going to TP top. Why am I TPing top? Oh, I'm TPing top because we want to play for Herald. Yeah, I'm pinging it. Drake's down, Herald's up. I see Riven is bot with no teleport. So I'm happy to trade this T1 for Herald. So I'm spam pinging Herald. But we don't want to do Herald. Like, my team aren't listening. But it would be so good if we just did Herald here. They can't really respond to it. But instead, I'll just take the tower. My team don't want to do Herald. Now I'm going to go bot. I think I could take this wave, actually, before going bot. Take an extra wave and then recall. But I get my Trinity Force. I'm huge now. We're definitely favoured on the Drake fight. Can't remember if we have any, like, team fights where anything really happens, but can probably show how we play team fights. Some really good examples of team fighting in the Jax video, if you haven't seen that one. Yeah, so here, we're doing the dragon. I want to make sure that Hecarim doesn't get into the pit. Hecarim obviously really susceptible to wither. So if I see him, I'm just going to straight up wither him. As soon as we get this, we should back off. But I see that my team might be getting engaged on, so I'm just going to wither Riven and escort them out. Like, Riven is kind of their best engage, either wither Riven or Hecarim ult. Oh yeah, Annie was trolling this game. She's trying to take the wave from me for no reason. And then she failed to get any of the creeps. As you can see, I get every single creep here. So then she just ults me in the bush. Yeah, so, you know, got a griefer in my Masters promos, but my bot lane's doing really well, my jungle's playing well, and I'm playing really well. The mid lane doesn't really matter here. I'm gonna go get my top wave. I think Annie might die to Riven here as well. Yep. I don't know. Sometimes you just get creepers on your team. But I'm extremely strong right now. My team are extremely strong, except Annie. And we're one Drake away from Soul. So you can see that with the where I TP'd for Herald and where I reset and walked for Drake, as a top laner, these global, like the map objectives, like the, what are they called? Global objectives, neutral objectives, whatever they're called. They're what you want to play for. Like, you get these windows every 5 minutes or so where you're going to have a big team fight and that's your time to impact the game. Especially if you can get the side lane wave into a good position before you start it. So, yeah. You want to be present at these fights. I'm on a ward here. I don't know if I'm on a ward here, but turns out I am. Now this Rise, look at his items. I'm building armor. There is no way I can fight this Rise. But I don't think either of us can kill the other one. Like, I'll just wither him and walk away. He'll just root me. It's, we can't really kill each other. So I'm neutralizing their biggest point of power right now. We're getting engaged on in mid. I think Samira is dead. That's not the best. But their Rise isn't doing anything right now. Now that with Samira dead, they're going to start the Baron. And I think this Baron is a way that they can get back into the game and actually win. Because this Baron will last long enough that the Drake spawns and they can stop us getting Soul. So really want to stop them taking this Baron. So I'm going to wither the Rise to get the engage from Nautilus. I'm going to drop the E to shred his armor. He's going to immediately stopwatch. I'm not going to overchase with Ghost. I'm just going to try and kill Ezreal, but he's going to E out. And then going to leave. Unfortunately, they get that scuttle, but I'm going to hold on to my Ghost for the Drake fight. The Drake Soul is going to be our big win condition. Keeping Ezreal out of the fight there by withering him. And we get out, nobody's dead yet, and they stop the Baron. So yeah, no one dies, we stop Baron. Huge. Actually, Annie dies, but, you know, Annie... I think Annie died in the side lane, actually, to Riven, right? Like... don't really pay too much attention to what Annie's doing. She's griefing. We don't care. But you can see Infernal Drake's in 1 minute and 41, says there in the chat. If I'd used my Ghost there, I wouldn't have my Ghost at this Infernal Drake fight. And Infernal Drake is our win condition right now because it's our soul. So, want to hold on to that. Ghost actually getting nerfed next patch. The cooldown's going up, which is a big nerf to Nasus. But I don't think we'll take Flash. I think we'll still take Ghost. I don't think we'll go Cosmic Insight either, but it would be good. Depends if we can get away with it. Maybe in some matchups we'll start going like Stopwatch Cosmic. It might be quite good. Or Cosmic Insight's on the same row as Approach Velocity, so you can't take Approach Velocity Cosmic Insight would be amazing. Maybe Biscuit in some matchups could be helpful. I think in some Second Wind matchups, Biscuit is comparable to Second Wind, but the problem then is you don't get unflinching. And a lot of the time you need unflinching if they have heavy CC or a lot of slows. We're actually starting up the Baron here because we see Hecker in bot lane. This is one thing that you always want to be mindful of, is that if you see the enemy jungle bot, you can just do the Baron. They can't really stop you. And now we're going to have to go straight for this Drake, because it's about to spawn. Do we have time to reset? We don't have time to reset, so I'm going to go and... Ryze could take this top tower, right? So I'm going to go and take this big top wave on the tower, and then I'm going to TP onto that. You see that flank ward behind them? I'm going to flank them here. I'm going to base so that I get an item first as well. Negatron Cloak. Very big. And we can look for this here. Unfortunately, my team weren't quite in position to follow up on the pincer, but maybe we can look here. Oh, very close. I think if my TP was a little bit quicker and if the team moved in a little bit quicker, we could have actually killed them there. It was a really nice pincer that we had going on. So we don't get the Infernal Soul yet. Kill that wave. We do have Baron buff though, so we can still apply a lot of pressure. I'm going to push the side lane in. What you want to do a lot of the time as a top laner is push in the side lane and then look to rotate into your team. Or push in the side lane and look to have your team rotate into you. So here, my wave's coming. My team could rotate into me. I see Riven coming for me. She walks over a ward, so I'm just going to leave. I actually win this if Riven tries to chase. But they've got both their solo lanes coming for me and they're just giving mid. So I'm going to try and keep them here. I'm going to run at them. And if they go try to help mid, then I'm going to push bot turret. If they stay with me, good. My team are going to stomp mid. Ryze still staying bot to kill one minion.
Red team's turret has been
But I don't have a wave now. So now that I don't have a wave, I'm going to rotate into my team. The team already fighting. Israel's already dead. Gonna wither this Ryze when he comes out of Zhonya's. He's going nowhere. And that'll be game. I noticed that the Ezreal's... We only have this one wave and it's not very big, and the Ezreal's spawning kinda soon, so I'm just gonna ult and use my ult to take the tower faster, because more Qs. And yeah, that's game. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Not too hard of a game, but I think it's a really good example of how to play the early game in the Riven matchup. Obviously, this Riven's not a bad player. She's in her Masters promos, so for the vast majority of my viewers are not Master, I would have to assume. So yeah, it'll definitely work for you in your elo. So yeah, good luck, and see you in the next video.